It's interesting to note how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that in the Holy Quran that shaitan, he promises people with poverty and with evil. How, when we see that comparison of how shaitan promises people with poverty, now why would he promise people with poverty? What's the danger of poverty? Not just that, but there is a wisdom as well that Umar, the second caliph of Islam, was reported to have said that if poverty was a person, a being, then I certainly would have killed it. What does that mean? And what about the famous statement that poverty is what leads people to kufr, to disbelief? So you can see here statements all talking about the concept of poverty and how it's all in a negative context. Of course, my dear brothers and sisters, when a person is living in poverty, is poor, has needs, and is not able to fulfill his needs, then he may, because of the weakness of the human nature or the whispering of shaitan, he may then resort to doing things which are haram. He may resort to doing or trading in things which are not permissible in Islam, or he may think of doing things which are also haram as well, just to save himself or just to get him out of that situation. So we can see how poverty is a negative trait. Let's look at the opposite side, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about wealth, how it's a praiseworthy thing, how a person who has wealth can give zakat, which is for the benefit of society at large. How else? Allah tells us that spend your wealth in a good way. And that means on what? On your parents, on your family, on your children, on your wife, and also to look after the orphans. So you can see that there are both pros